Good morning. It's been a while since I've shown you any kind of an update on Simple Church Tools and the progress that we're doing. And so I wanted to give you kind of just a really quick overview of where we're at and some of the changes that we're making. Basically, we have scrapped everything that we had before and started from scratch and made some really big changes that are going to be much better in the long term, but have made it much harder to get things started in the short term. And but I think you'll see right from the get-go how much of a benefit this is going to be for you guys going forward. So I'm going to show you what we've got. So I'm going to start by going to our website, and this is not live. This is just a testing website. But the website is completely different, and right on the website there is a login or a sign up button. And so I'm going to click on login. I've already got an account and I'm going to log in here. Now, a lot of the stuff on this particular demo is really raw. There's a lot of rough edges that we need to work out, but I just want to kind of show you some of the things that we've got going on here. All right, so first thing is that when you sign up as a new user for the new Simple Church Tools, you'll get to choose on the free account whichever tool you want. So before it was just the planner. This time, if you would rather use the prayer tool or you'd rather use the sermons tool or whatever, any future tools that we have, every church gets one free tool to use. And so this settings page gives the information that you'll need for that one free tool and all the tools, and gives you a way to subscribe for the new tools. Another thing that we've added is I've added month-to-month billing. Before, you had to pay annually. With this new system, there'll be both the option to pay annually and pay month-to-month. That's going to be kind of cool. There are church accounts. So we can go to your settings and we can click churches and we can click your church. And there are church-wide settings, and then you can add people as users to your church. So if you want more admin users, maybe your secretary or your assistant pastor or something like that, you can add them to your account and they'll have access to all the tools. And in the future, we can even specify which tools you want them to have access to. And so I think that'll be a big benefit. And there's no per member cost; it's per church. So I think that's pretty cool. So that's the first thing I wanted to show you here in the back end. Right now we have one tool, the prayer tool, about 99% done. Again, it's just a lot of little rough edge things that we're working on. But I wanted to show you, we had to reinvent, because before everything on the admin side was done in Airtable. Basically, I've had to create from scratch an entire architecture, an entire program for entering this information. And try to think not just in terms of one tool, but try to kind of keep some parity between each of the tools so that you don't have to relearn everything when you switch from prayer to planner or from planner to sermons or some of the other stuff that we have going on. So real quick, let me kind of explain what's going on here. To add a prayer request, you just click on this little button here, and you can go through and you can add the request in the description. We're going to change that requester to person giving the request or something like that. And then just choose your category. And then you can choose either add another or add and close. And we're going to have this set up so that when you use your keyboard, you can just tab through this and tab here, 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 and then tab to add another, so that you can really rapidly add a bunch of prayer requests without having to use your mouse. I think that's important if you're using this, sort of to take notes in a prayer meeting or something like that. So we've got that. To move a prayer request to the archive, so to take it off of the active list, all you have to do is click this archive button, and that will take it there. And then we can go here and we have the archive, and we can click activate to bring it back, or delete. Of course, there's an edit button, so we can click on this and it brings all the information in there. So pretty self-explanatory. There's settings for each tool. They will always be located up here. And, we're working on several handout styles that you'll be able to choose from. You'll be able to set the number of days for the auto archive up here and that kind of stuff. So I really think that this is a much, much better tool than what we had before. And I'm excited about how we're going to take this idea, take this architecture that we've been building over the last several weeks, and then polish it, and then take it and make it something amazing for our other tools, for the planner. Let me just really quickly pull up my design that we've been working on for the planner. So you can see here, if you remember the way the planner worked before in Airtable, it was a little bit confusing. And you can see how the same sort of architecture, the same design language is going to benefit us. So now for the planner, instead of having to jump back and forth between two different tools, you'll be able to just select what you want here on the left, filter, search, and then just drag your hymns onto the order of service. And really, this is going to enable us to do some really, really cool stuff. And so I hope you're excited about it. We're working hard at it. I've got people working on this every day, and we're trying as hard as we can to get this thing off of the ground and to get it working. But I really felt like if we're going to go forward with this, I needed to do it right, and I needed to have an architecture that could grow with this tool, and that would enable us to do some really cool stuff. And from a technical perspective, that's been really, really difficult. And it doesn't seem like we've got a ton done, but we really have. We really have got a lot done here as we're working on these tools. So thank you. Keep checking the updates. Thanks for reading my 5 Bullet Fridays and everything else. And I'll keep you posted as we throw this stuff together.